greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A-game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Nice move to keep running. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air. It's back. He makes a grab. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
This is the 8th play of this long drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. So the big blitz on third and almost unmanageable now leaves him in fourth and pretty much impossible.
Yeah, perfect job by the defense, being aggressive, taking advantage of a known passing situation, catching the offense a little bit off guard. Maybe they thought they were going to play a little bit more conservative, but the blitz gets home, and they get the quarterback for the sack.
And the Vols decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. It's a draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
To throw, it's Beck. Getting some heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Georgia sends out the punt team. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He wants to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Moving away from pressure. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On the run, it's Sampson. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just the kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Off play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at him.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big, strong, quick guys that don't like people, Reese Davis, that just love
on the sticks. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bowman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
The
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love working with slot receivers. And you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return, it's White. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The Vols headed quickly to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's McCoy. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Back to the air one more time. Fires to the big fella. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Back to pass, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lovett. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Going up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's dealt. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that 1st half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Now the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and miss this ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Lovett. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Vols will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line.
About the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He leaves it with his back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll keep it on the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
2nd and short now after that completion. On the run, it's Sampson. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Working the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Oh, what a move. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Bounces it outside. It's Selden. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Beck. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. from the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift and try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his man enough for the first. And he breaks into the open. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Trying to get in the end zone again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And down he goes back at the 3.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Now on 1st down from the 30. The give as they work on that clock. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Going to the running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. 1st down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB is throwing the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Snagged in the middle. It's White. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Gotta have it here on fourth down. He lobs one high down the left side. Turns out to be... Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The play action fake. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. And you wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
This is it right here. Game on the line. After that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to find a way to score a touchdown here on fourth and goal and give yourself a chance at the W.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on fourth and goal. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Hand off from the shotgun. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it.